When harvest season arrives, there's no pause button. Crops are ready. Weather is closing in, and every breakdown costs money. That's why some farmers don't trust the newest combines with screens and software. They trust the old ones that simply work. Built with mechanical simplicity, heavy drivetrains, and engines designed to run all day without complaint, these older combine harvesters have outlasted models that were supposed to replace them. No updates, no error codes, no waiting for a technician. Today, we're counting down the 10 old combine harvesters that beat modern ones in reliability. The machines that prove when it comes to harvesting, dependable beats digital. Stay with us, because these old combines are still winning where it matters most. Number 1. John Deere 9600. The John Deere 9600 is widely regarded as one of the most reliable combine harvesters ever built, and many farmers consider it the last truly honest combine John Deere produced before electronics took over. Introduced in the late 1990s, the 9600 arrived at a time when manufacturers still believed in mechanical strength first and digital assistance second. That balance is exactly why it continues to outperform many modern combines in real-world reliability. At its core, the 9600 is a mechanical workhorse. The threshing, separation, cleaning, and drivetrain systems are dominated by belts, shafts, chains, and gears, not computers. While it does have basic electronics, they monitor rather than control. If a sensor fails, the machine does not shut down or lock the operator out. It keeps harvesting, which is something many modern combines simply will not do. The engine is conservatively tuned, meaning it delivers strong power without operating near its mechanical limits. This reduces heat buildup, stress, and premature wear. Farmers routinely report John Deere 9600 combines with 8,000 to 12,000 engine hours, still running reliably with only normal maintenance. That kind of longevity is almost unheard of in modern electronically complex machines. Another reason farmers trust the 9600 is serviceability. The machine was designed to be worked on in the field. Belts, bearings, sieves, and chains are accessible, understandable, and affordable. There is no need for dealer software or proprietary diagnostic tools. When something wears out, the machine gives warning through noise, vibration, or reduced performance, never sudden electronic shutdown. In contrast, many modern combines suffer from sensor overload, software errors, and electronic interlocks that can shut the entire machine down over minor faults. Farmers who have experienced those frustrations often return to the 9600 because it behaves like a machine, not a computer. That mechanical honesty is why the John Deere 9600 continues to beat modern combines in reliability. Number 2. Claas IH1680 Axial-Flow. The Claas IH1680 Axial-Flow is a perfect example of how simpler design often leads to superior reliability. When Claas introduced the Axial-Flow concept, it wasn't just chasing performance, it was eliminating failure points. And nowhere is that more evident than in the 1680. Unlike conventional combines that rely on complex straw walker systems with dozens of bearings, cranks, and linkages, the 1680 uses a single massive rotor to handle threshing and separation. Fewer moving parts automatically mean fewer breakdowns. Farmers trust the 1680 because there is simply less inside the machine that can go wrong. The rotor itself is massively overbuilt. Designed to handle tough crops and uneven feeding, it rarely suffers catastrophic failure. Even when pushed hard, it operates smoothly and predictably. This is why many 1680s are still running today with original rotors, something almost impossible to imagine on modern machines optimized for lighter construction. Another key reason for trust is how the 1680 handles crop variation. Moist straw, green patches, heavy yields, conditions that often confuse modern sensor-driven machines, are handled mechanically by the Axial-Flow system. The operator feels changes instantly and can adjust in real time. There's no waiting for software to react. Maintenance is also straightforward. Access panels are logical, components are serviceable, and most repairs can be done without specialized tools. Farmers value that independence deeply, especially during harvest when dealer response times can be slow. Modern Axial-Flow combines may be larger and more automated, but they are also far more electronically dependent. The 1680 remains trusted because it delivers the core job: harvesting grain without unnecessary complexity. For many farmers, that makes it more reliable than machines built decades later. Number 3. Claas Dominator 180. The Claas Dominator 108 represents a period when European combine manufacturers focused on mechanical durability above all else. Built before electronics became deeply integrated into harvesting systems, the Dominator 108 earned its reputation through consistent season-after-season performance. One of the main reasons farmers trust the Dominator 108 is conservative engineering. Nothing in the machine is pushed to its limit. Engines are understressed, drivetrains are oversized, and cooling systems are generous. This approach dramatically increases service life and reduces unexpected failures. The straw walker system is heavy and well-balanced, reducing vibration and bearing wear. Unlike modern high-capacity combines that rely on speed and automation, the Dominator operates smoothly and steadily. That mechanical calm translates into reliability. Farmers also trust the Dominator because it handles changing conditions without constant recalibration. Modern combines often depend on sensors to adjust settings, and when those sensors fail, performance suffers. The Dominator relies on mechanical settings that stay consistent throughout the day. Build quality plays a major role as well. Thick steel panels, strong frames, and industrial-grade components make the machine feel solid even after decades of use. Many operators describe it as overbuilt, and that over-engineering is exactly why it lasts. In real harvest conditions, dust, vibration, moisture, the Dominator 108 often outperforms newer machines simply because it has less technology to fail. Farmers trust it because it behaves predictably and rarely surprises them. Number 4. New Holland TR96. The New Holland TR96 stands out as one of the few experimental combine designs that actually improved reliability rather than compromising it. Its twin rotor system distributes crop load evenly, reducing stress on individual components and improving long-term durability. Instead of forcing all material through a single separation path, the TR96 splits the workload. This reduces wear, lowers heat, and minimizes shock loads. Farmers trust this design because it stays smooth even under heavy crop conditions. The TR96 was built during a time when New Holland still prioritized mechanical strength. Driveline components are oversized, cooling systems are robust, and structural integrity is excellent. The machine was designed to handle worst-case conditions, not just average yields. While it does include some electronics, they are limited and non-intrusive. The machine does not rely on software to function. If a sensor fails, the combine keeps running, something that cannot be said for many modern machines. Farmers who run TR96 combines often comment on how forgiving they are. Uneven feeding, tough straw, late harvests. The machine handles it all without drama. That forgiveness builds trust. In a modern era where experimental technology often introduces new problems, the TR96 proves that innovation done correctly can actually enhance reliability. Number 5. Gleaner R62. The Gleaner R62 follows a completely different philosophy from most combines, and that philosophy is exactly why it remains reliable. Instead of massive weight and complexity, Gleaner focused on simplicity, balance, and accessibility. The transverse rotor design allows nearly every major component to be accessed from ground level. This dramatically reduces maintenance time and increases uptime. Farmers trust machines they can service quickly, especially during harvest. The lighter weight of the R62 reduces stress on bearings, frames, and driveline components. Less stress means longer life. Many modern combines suffer from their own size, placing enormous loads on components that eventually fail. The R62 avoids this problem through intelligent design. Adjustments on the R62 are manual and visible. Operators can see exactly what changes they are making and how those changes affect performance. There's no guessing what a computer decided to do. Farmers often say the R62 is one of the easiest combines to own long-term. Parts are accessible, failures are rare, and maintenance is predictable. Compared to modern combines filled with electronics, the R62 feels refreshingly dependable. That simplicity is why, in terms of reliability, the Gleaner R62 continues to beat many modern harvesters. Number 6. Massey Ferguson 860. The Massey Ferguson 860 comes from a generation when combine harvesters were built more like factory machines than high-tech vehicles. Everything about the MF860 reflects a philosophy of durability over sophistication, and that mindset is exactly why many of these machines are still harvesting crops decades later. The first thing farmers notice about the 8060 is how mechanically straightforward it is. The threshing and separation systems rely on proven Drummond-Walker designs that were refined over years, not reinvented with software. These systems are forgiving. They tolerate uneven feeding, tough straw, and varying crop moisture without constant adjustment. Modern combines often struggle here because their performance depends heavily on sensors and automated settings that don't always interpret real-world conditions correctly. The drivetrain of the MF860 is heavily overbuilt. Gears, shafts, and bearings were designed with generous safety margins, allowing the machine to operate for long hours under load without overheating or premature wear. Farmers trust this design because it doesn't punish them for pushing hard during narrow harvest windows. Another major advantage is repairability. Nearly every component on the MF860 can be accessed and serviced with basic tools. There are no control modules that must be replaced as entire units, no software locks, and no dependency on dealer diagnostics. When something wears out, it does so gradually, giving operators time to react instead of shutting the machine down unexpectedly. Modern combines may harvest faster, but they often do so at the cost of fragility. The MF860 proves that a slightly slower, mechanically robust machine can outperform newer models in total uptime. Farmers trust it because it behaves predictably, handles abuse, and finishes the season without drama. That kind of reliability is impossible to replicate with technology alone. Number 7.
John Deere 7700.
The John Deere 7700 represents an era when Deere built combines that relied almost entirely on mechanical systems. There were no yield monitors, no automated adjustments, and no software-driven controls. What you had was a machine that did exactly what the operator told it to do and nothing more. This simplicity is the core reason farmers still trust the 7700. The engine is conservatively tuned and built to run under constant load for long periods. Cooling systems are generous, and components are not pushed near their design limits. This reduces stress, heat, and failure rates dramatically. The threshing and separation systems are rugged and predictable. Once set correctly, they stay in adjustment throughout the day. There are no electronic recalibrations or sensor-based corrections interfering with performance. Farmers value this consistency because it allows them to focus on harvesting instead of troubleshooting. Maintenance on the 7700 is straightforward and logical. Wear points are known, service intervals are predictable, and parts are durable. Farmers can often diagnose problems by sound, vibration, or performance changes, skills that modern combines have largely taken away from operators. Compared to modern Deere combines loaded with electronics, the 7700 feels almost indestructible. It doesn't shut down because of a faulty sensor or software error. If something breaks, it breaks mechanically, and mechanical problems can be fixed. In real-world reliability, that honesty matters more than automation. The John Deere 7700 may lack modern features, but it delivers something far more valuable. Trust earned through decades of dependable harvests. Number 8. Case IH1460. The Case IH1460 is often overshadowed by its larger sibling, the 1680, but in many ways, it is even more trusted. Its smaller size, simpler maintenance requirements, and identical axial flow reliability make it one of the most dependable combines ever produced. Like all early axial flow machines, the 1460 benefits from having far fewer moving parts than conventional combines. No straw walkers, no complex linkages, just a large durable rotor doing the work. Fewer parts mean fewer failures, and farmers understand that better than anyone. The 1460's engine and driveline are well matched to the machine's capacity. Nothing feels overstressed. This balance allows the combine to run comfortably for long hours without overheating or excessive wear. Many 1460s have accumulated extremely high hours while still operating on original major components. Farmers also trust the 1460 because it's easy to own. Fuel consumption is reasonable, maintenance is simple, and repairs are affordable. Modern combines may offer higher capacity, but they often come with skyrocketing repair costs and complex electronics that farmers can't control. Another reason for trust is adaptability. The 1460 handles a wide range of crops with minimal adjustment. Farmers don't need to constantly fight the machine to maintain performance. In terms of reliability per dollar, few combines, old or new, can match the Case IH-14. It proves that smart design beats advanced technology when it comes to long-term dependability. Number 9. Claas Mega 24. The Claas Mega 24 represents a critical transition point in combine history. It was built at a time when electronics were beginning to appear, but they had not yet taken control of core machine functions. That balance is exactly why farmers still trust it. Unlike modern Claas combines that rely heavily on software-driven systems, the Mega 24 remains mechanically dominant. Threshing, separation, and cleaning are controlled physically, not digitally. Electronics assist the operator but do not override them. Farmers trust the Mega 24 because it still behaves like a machine, not a computer. If a sensor fails, the combine continues harvesting. There are no automatic shutdowns triggered by minor electronic issues. The build quality is also exceptional. Thick steel, strong frames, and industrial-grade components give the Mega a solid, durable feel. It was designed to handle European farming conditions, long days, heavy crops, and tough weather. Maintenance remains manageable, components are accessible, and systems are understandable. Farmers don't need specialized diagnostic equipment to keep the machine running. In an era where modern combines often feel fragile despite their sophistication, the Mega 24 stands as proof that reliability peaks when technology supports mechanics, not replaces them. Number 10. International Harvester 1480 Axial-Flow. The International Harvester 1480 Axial-Flow is one of those combines that quietly earned legendary status through sheer reliability. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't overloaded with features, and it didn't try to impress on paper, but in the field, it proved itself year after year. Many farmers consider the 1480 one of the toughest, most dependable axial-flow combines ever built. Like other early axial-flow machines, the 1480 benefits from a design that eliminates unnecessary complexity. The single large rotor replaces the fragile straw walker systems found in conventional combines, dramatically reducing the number of moving parts. Fewer parts mean fewer failures, and that mechanical simplicity is exactly why the 1480 is still trusted today. What truly sets the 1480 apart is how heavily it was built. During the International Harvester era, cost-cutting had not yet taken over manufacturing. Shafts are thick, bearings are oversized, and driveline components were designed to survive abuse, not just meet minimum specifications. Farmers routinely pushed these machines hard in tough crops, confident that the combine could handle it. The engine is another major reason for its longevity. It delivers steady, usable power without being pushed near its limits. That conservative tuning keeps temperatures down, reduces internal stress, and allows the machine to run long hours without complaint. Many 1480s have accumulated extreme operating hours while still using original major components. Electronics play a minimal role in the 1480's operation. There are no complex control modules deciding whether the machine is allowed to run. If something goes wrong, it's usually mechanical, and mechanical problems can be diagnosed, understood, and fixed by the operator. That independence is priceless during harvest season. In today's world of software-locked machines and sensor-triggered shutdowns, the International Harvester 1480 stands as a reminder of what real reliability looks like. It doesn't ask permission to work, it just does. And that's why, decades later, farmers still trust it more than many modern combines. It isn't about features. It's about trust built over years of hard work. Which old combine do you still see running strong today? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If you respect real farming machines and honest engineering, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who knows harvest waits for no one. Thanks for watching. And until next time, keep the headers turning and the legends alive.